Topic 8 Safety at Work. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to define terms of accident and incident. Second, determining the cause of accident. Third, explain the accident investigative procedure and report. And lastly, give the example of occupational accident or incident in the community. First of all, I would like to begin with the definition of accident and incident and near miss. According to the National Safety Council, define accident as an unplanned, undesired event that results in personal injury or property damage, and define incident as an unplanned, undesired event that adversely affects completion of a task, an illness that results from a single occurrence comes within the term personal injury. This term does not include occupational injury resulting from long-term exposure to health hazard. The last, a near miss, as an unplanned event that didn't result in injury, illness, or damage, but had the potential to do so. The fact sheet states that although near miss cause no immediate harm, they can precede events in which a loss or injury could occur. Employee and employer that encourage the reporting of near miss gain an opportunity to prevent future incidents. All accidents result in property damage or personal injury. We can divide the cause of accident into two parts. First, direct cause of accident is the first cause you need to think about are the causes that come directly from the accident itself. Direct cause of a workplace accident include compensation payment and medical costs, such as the cost of hospital stay and ambulance ride. While insurance will pay most of the direct costs, your business will likely need to absorb most of the indirect costs of accident. Those costs that are outside of direct medical and compensation costs. Second, indirect cost of accident. The insurance company that pays the direct cost most likely wouldn't be the same as the one that covers your indirect cost. Future indirect cost will be hidden below the surface. The example of direct costs are the injured worker might have to be away from the job for longer than the amount of time that is covered by worker compensation. Accident can affect other workers besides the injured party. For instance, other workers might have spent time helping and looking after the injured worker. Equipment loss. Equipment is often involved when there are workplace accidents, and insurance might not cover all of the cost for replacement or repair of any damaged equipment. You might need to pay other workers overtime in order to stay on top of production schedule. Loss of productivity and company reputation. So, when it comes to the costs associated with workplace accident, there are both indirect and direct costs. Your insurance will cover most of the direct costs. However, the direct costs will most likely come out of your company profit. The domino theory is the theory that used to describe about the accident causation. According to the Henley, who developing domino theory, 80% of all accidents are caused by unsafe acts of people, 20% by unsafe conditions. He proposed a five-factor accident sequence in which each factor would accelerate the next step in the manner to toppling domino line up in a row. The sequence of accident factors is as follows. First, and century and social environment. Second, worker fault. Third, unsafe act together with medical and physical hazard. Fourth, accident. Five, damage or injury. In the same way that the removal of a single domino in the row would interrupt the sequence of dropping, Henry suggests that removal of one of the factors would prevent the accident and resultant injury, with the key domino to be removed from the sequence being number 3. Although Henry provide no data for his theory, is nonetheless represent a useful point to start discussion and a foundation for future research. A safe act is the performance of a task or other activity that is conducted in a manner that may threaten the health and safety of the worker. For example, lack of or improper use of PPE, failure to tap off, block off, operating equipment at unsafe speed, bypass or removal of safety devices, using defensive equipment, use of tools for other than their intent purpose, and last is working in hazardous location without adequate protection or warning. Unsafe condition is the condition in the workplace that is likely to cause property damage or injury. For example, defective tool, equipment, or supply, inadequate support or guard, inadequate warning system, fire and explosion hazard, poor housekeeping, and lack of good workplace environment management as excessive noise and poor ventilation. This picture shows the example event of unsafe condition, unsafe act, near miss, and accident. Next, I will show you the picture. Please look at the picture and tell me in the picture is the unsafe act or unsafe condition. Okay, an accident that commonly occurs in the workspace we can divide into 7 types as stuck by and stuck agent, cast on under or between, fall to below, fall on same level, overexertion, motor vehicle accident, and other causes. First, stuck by and stuck agent. Stuck by injury are caused by objects that are falling, flying, swinging, and rolling. In this scenario, a worker is stripped of their ability to see this object coming toward them with enough time to react and can result in serious injury or even death. Stuck agent refer to incident where a worker hits an object or equipment. Examples include running into an overhead by corner vehicle or other person. Some of the injuries that can result are small sprain, broken bone or fracture, hit and bend injury, elbow or shoulder injury, and lower leg injury. To prevent this injury, you should ensure employees are properly aware of hazards and carry marks with proper signage any potential danger. Another key is to ensure equipment is well maintained by performing regular maintenance and inspection. Cast on under or between accident occur when a worker body part is cast, sequence, compressed, or pit between two or more objects. Some way to prevent this incident include shutting down equipment before doing repair or inspection, choking the wheel on equipment that could move or low, and making sure that are in place and secure after servicing equipment. Fall from the same level is defined as the fall to the same working or walking surface or a fall into an adjacent object above the same surface. The most common injury include fracture or broken bone in the spine, hip, forearm, leg, ankle, pelvic, upper arm, and hand. Some steps you can take to prevent this injury include providing the proposed fall protection equipment, establishing safe working practice, and training employees to recognize fall hazard. Fall to below or fall to lower level involve a fall to a level below walking and working surface. This fall results in most serious injury and even death. Over 60% of all evaluating fall are from a height of less than 10 feet. To protect your employee, you should provide guard rail and toolbox, as well as harness, safety net, stair railing, and hand line where applicable. Overexertion. This category includes injury related to lifting, pushing, pulling, holding, carrying, or throwing objects, and accounted for nearly a quarter of the national burden. An important step to prevent this type of injury is to use ergonomics. Motor vehicle accident involve the accident that occur either on the roadway or non-roadway, such as tractor overturn in a farm field. Many of these incidents occur in work zone and can lead to the death of worker. driver, and pedestrians. It's important to implement policy and procedure that support safe driving behavior, reduce distracted driving, and prevent impaired driving among employees. Other causes are usually referred to workplace environment exposed that cause injury to the worker. Environmental conditions such as noise, extreme temperature, poor ventilation, toxic gas, chemical, confined space, and electricity hazards. Accident investigation is a fact-finding process to determine the root cause of accident. The result of investigation should be assured that cause of accident does not exist or will not occur in the future. The main purpose of accident investigation are find the root cause of accident, study the effect of accident, and provide the accident prevention in order to prevent the recurrence of the same event. Generally, if an accident occurs, we need to report an accident to the employer. But there are only 5 types of accidents that require to investigate. First, accident that make a result of serious injury, disability, and death. Second, accident that require medical treatment more than 3 days. Third, accident that exceed a normally expected operation cost. Fourth, accident about the chemical leakage accident, and the 5 is fire accident. Five W+1H is the accident investigation technique. It's composed of who, where, when, why, what, and how. Who is the victim in the accident? Where the accident happened? When this happen? Why accident that can happen? What accident was happening? And how to prevention that accident does not happen again. The procedure of accident investigation should be following at first aid the injured person. Second, maintain of the accident situation by don't move anything away from the accident. Third, immediately investigate after the accident occurs. Fourth, record the real situation by take a photo. Find more information, interview the witness who saw or stay in the accident, and last is write the report to the employee. Write the report to the employer in order to provide accident prevention. Instead of interview the witness about the accident, you should interview she or he by individually, and after end of interview, you should repeat witness description of the event to allow them to make correction or addition in order to correct the accuracy data. This slide shows the content that should be apparent in the accident investigation report. For example, location of accident, date and time of accident, personal information of the injured worker, accident detail or cause of accident, and the last is reporter name. This is the example form of the accident investigation. In particular, there are a few problems of report the accident that happened in the industrial because many workers don't understand why accident investigation is important. They want to keep their work history to be clear, don't want to pay the medical treatment, and their fear or misunderstanding that employer will punish them, especially by reduce their salary. So they will not report the accident or any condition that have a potential to cause injury. Therefore, the recommended method to reduce the problem are you should react in a positive way. Tell them it's not regularly to the pen. Tell them it's not regarding to the punishment, but you concern on an accident prevention and control. Explain why an accident report is so important and how can they participate in the process and give more attention to the prevention and control. Thank you.